Hey now everybody, I just wanted to pop on real quick and give you a little introduction to this week's movie. It is called The Sadist. I actually had wanted to make this the first movie for the channel, but I guess because of the format that I had the original file in, MPEG-1, the audio wouldn't come with it when I was trying to compress it. So I ended up having to put it into Final Cut Pro and import the audio separately and then resync it. And once you put something in Final Cut Pro, then, you know, to get it out into a small format requires several rounds of rendering and compressing. So it is finally ready. And of course now the internet's not working, but you know, we'll know that it's working again when you see this, because obviously I won't be able to upload any of it until my internet comes back up. But in the meantime, I thought I would record this introduction. So, The Sadist came out in 1963, and it is, as far as I know, and as far as I think most people are aware, at least from what I can tell, it is the first use of the story of Charles Starkweather and Carol Fugit. They are also maybe known better to this generation as Mickey and Mallory from Natural Born Killers, also Terrence Malick's Badlands. This is definitely a B movie. Its production value is not incredibly high, and by that I mean, you know, there's not really intricate sets or strange dream sequences, you know, no huge chase scenes, nothing like that. Most of it takes place in one location, but the cinematography is amazing. The director of photography on this was Vilmos Zsigmond. I think he also goes by William Zsigmond, but he's Hungarian, and he went on to do a lot of really great things. He won an Oscar for Close Encounters of the Third Kind. He also did The Deer Hunter and McCabe and Mrs. Miller, which is a great movie that's kind of underrated. I don't know, not so much underrated, just little known, so look into that. I recommend it highly, but anyway, that's not the point. The cinematography in this, you know, especially compared to the overall level of the movie, is amazing, and it makes it a joy to watch. It is also incredibly captivating and suspenseful, which is the point. It is not a horror or terror movie in that there's not really a lot of gore like we're used to today, but it's very thrilling. And, you know, from really the first opening sequence with the titles, it's, you know, you're pretty curious as to what's going to happen next. The basis of it is three teachers on their way to a baseball game. Their car breaks down and they pull into a gas station, only to find seemingly no one there. But it turns out that these two misfits are there, and things get really rough for all of them once the discovery of those two is made. And you know, considering that none of the actors went on to really do much of anything else that was notable, it's amazing how well they all work together. Perhaps it was just the right parts for them. Perhaps it was the directing, but the director didn't really do much either afterwards. So I think his name was James Landis, something Landis, but not John Landis. Anyway, so it's a great movie. It's only an hour and a half long. Another thing is that I have, on this movie, put a little logo. I put it about every 5 minutes because I wanted to make sure every clip had it in at least once. But let me know what you think of that. Maybe I will put it in less or not at all, but I'm thinking about having a website called Throwback Cinema where I, you know, put these movies up. So since I, you know, was going through all the trouble of putting it in Final Cut Pro, I figured I'd put the title on. It was the suggestion of a friend, but I think it was a good one. But like I said, if it bothers you or you think it's there too often or something like that, let me know what you think. Next week I'll probably upload a much different kind of movie. I have one in mind called Salt of the Earth. But maybe as the time draws closer, I'll make a video on my other channel asking what people are interested in, like give you 3 choices or something like that. But in the meantime, enjoy this. It sort of sticks with the other one as far as genre goes, and I think you'll enjoy it. So take it easy, everybody.